Hello students, Professor Piggy here. Today we are talking about wireless attacks that can knock you off the network or sneak in through the side door. This matters because wireless is everywhere: homes, offices, hotels, coffee shops, and the wolf loves wireless because the air does not have walls. Imagine a busy farmyard. The access point is the barn. Your phone and laptop are piglets inside, happily munching bandwidth. Everything is calm, until the wolf shows up with a fake whistle. First, let us talk about disassociation attacks. Picture this: you are inside the barn, then someone outside blows a whistle that sounds official. The barn door slams shut. You are thrown back into the mud. No fight, no warning, just kicked out. That whistle is like a spoofed management frame. In older wireless designs, the access point never checks if the whistle is real, it just obeys. Exam mode. Disassociation attack is an attack where an attacker sends a forged disassociation frame to a wireless access point using the victim's spoofed MAC address, causing the access point to terminate the client's connection and force the client to re-authenticate. Back to the farm. The wolf does not crack encryption here. He does not steal passwords. He abuses trust. The access point believes unauthenticated management frames and drops the connection. Let us talk protocols carefully. WPA with TKIP is weak. WPA2 with CCMP is stronger. WPA3 with SAE is stronger still. Strong encryption alone does not stop every attack. Specifically, WPA3 prevents disassociation attacks through mandatory protected management frames, or PMF. PMF authenticates management frames, so spoofed disassociation messages are rejected. On WPA2, PMF is optional, but it should be enabled whenever possible because it is critical for this defense. Important correction: older protocols like WPA with TKIP are dangerous for many reasons, such as decryption and integrity weaknesses. However, disassociation attacks exploit unauthenticated management frames regardless of the encryption method, unless PMF is enabled. Quick comparison. WPA with TKIP is weak, vulnerable to MIC and encryption attacks. WPA2 with CCMP is stronger, but enable PMF. WPA3 with SAE is preferred, includes forward secrecy, and requires PMF. A short real-world note. In one case, some hotels used disassociation attacks to block guests' personal hotspots and push paid wireless services. This behavior later resulted in FCC fines. Now, let's move to Wi-Fi protected setup, also known as WPS. Imagine a shortcut door on the barn. Instead of a long, heavy lock, it uses a tiny keypad, 8 digits, convenient and very tempting for the wolf. Exam mode. Wi-Fi protected setup, or WPS, is a wireless network configuration method that allows devices to connect using a push-button mechanism or an 8-digit PIN instead of entering the full wireless passphrase. Here's why it's weak. That 8-digit PIN is validated in 2 halves. This reduces the effective search space from 100 million possibilities to about 11,000. The wolf loves bad math. A WPS attack repeatedly attempts PIN combinations until the correct PIN is found. Tools such as Reaver automate this process and often succeed within hours. Once the PIN is recovered, the attacker can derive the WPA2 passphrase. Important nuance: WPA3 does not support WPS at all due to its vulnerabilities. WPS is deprecated and replaced by more secure onboarding methods, such as Wi-Fi Easy Connect, which uses QR codes. Best practice is simple. Disable WPS entirely to eliminate brute force risk. Now listen closely. This is where exam traps live. Disassociation attacks do not break encryption. They force reauthentication through management frame abuse. WPS attacks target the PIN, not the passphrase directly. PMF is what protects against spoofed management frames. WPA3 requires PMF. WPA2 must be configured to use it. One more exam reminder. Disassociation attacks are closely related to deauthentication attacks. Both force clients off the network. Also remember that on open WPA3 networks, opportunistic wireless opacity, or OWE, protects against passive eavesdropping even without a passphrase. Let's wrap it up. Disassociation attacks abuse unauthenticated management frames. Protected management frames stop them. WPS introduces unnecessary brute force risk and should be disabled. Use WPA3 when possible. On WPA2, enable PMF. This is how you save your bacon.